We are back with another Fudger vlog. Today's day is going to be a little different today. I have a coverage every single period. I'm talking about no breaks whatsoever, so we'll be able to go outside and record. So I'm definitely going to record within my school. But today's topic is going to be, I think, my favorite one. It's the one that relates to me and you the most. Let's get into this topic now. Expectations are the number one reason why people are disappointed. Disappointment is caused by expectation. For example, this machine not working. Did this machine work?
Yes, but the soda right here,
Yes.
the metals were in it, but it didn't scroll.
All right, so were you disappointed?
Yes,
You were disappointed. Why?
because my experiment didn't do what it was supposed to.
Because you expected it to work, yes?
Yes.
And it didn't work, yes? That's why you're disappointed. Disappointment happens when your expectations aren't met. Let's explore this idea a little more over here. First, tell us the purpose of this.
Alright, this experiment sucks. Everything failed when we did it.
What's happening here? What's it supposed to do?
Drop this inside a Coke. Yeah.
And we're just gonna drop the Mentos in the Coke?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it does it or not. Where do we start from?
Right there.
Okay,
I'm about to drop Mentos. And drop one in it at least.
let's drop one in
And
it.
you take the
Keep trying. What was your project supposed to do?
We're supposed to drop this Mentos into the cup.
Okay, did it do that?
Yes.
It did. Only one of them. It was supposed to drop both of them, true?
Yes.
Okay, so were you disappointed?
Well, kind of, man. I'm
Kind
kind
of.
of good.
Kind of not, because it sort of worked, sort of didn't, right? Expectations. We gotta manage them. First, state the purpose. What is it supposed to do?
The purpose is to get the marble into the cup.
Marble into the cup. The marble's right there, and you, the cup.
Oh, we back.
All right.
Here goes nothing.
Oh! You keep trying. All right, we're back again. Trial number 2. This is supposed to do this. Okay, no, it's not ready yet. Not ready yet. The number one reason we're disappointed is because our expectations are too high. Sometimes of others, and sometimes of ourselves. Oh no!
It almost worked.
That's it, Elizabeth.
Alright, ready?
Failure never felt so good. A lot of times we're disappointed because our expectations in others are not met. And when your expectations are broken and you put expectations in people and it just doesn't satisfy you, that is just a formula to be sad, upset, and especially depressed. You literally cannot have any expectations from anyone. I know that sounds weird. Some of you might be in management positions or business owners or some type of authority. You just can't have expectations of anyone because everyone will let you down if that's the case. The number one being that we should have any expectations from is Allah. Yeah. You see, when we have expectations from Allah, we can never go wrong because Allah will never disappoint us and Allah will never let us down. And that's the number one thing that causes us to be upset. When our expectations are broken and they're not met, that's like a recipe for disaster. So when we put our trust in Allah, we put all of our expectations in Allah, the reward, the gratitude to be felt, all of it is in Allah's hands. We just can't lose because people will let you down. I want to be clear with you. People will let you down. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never let you down. And you know who also lets you down? Sometimes yourself. Everyone and everything will essentially disappoint you. I mean, my phone has disappointed me by cracking. Sometimes its storage disappoints me because I have expectations from things. When you have expectations from things or people, that's just a recipe for disaster. But sometimes our expectations from ourselves are not reasonable as well. You should obviously expect the best, ew gum. You should obviously expect the best from yourself and hold yourself to very high standards. But you should never put such expectation in yourself that you never give yourself a chance to mess up. And it's important to mess up. You see, messing up allows us to grow and learn from our mistakes. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us how to learn essentially from mistakes. We're practitioners. Experience is a resource or a commodity that no money can buy. You learning on the job or from a mistake is much more valuable than you learning from your parents telling you. How many times, and tell me below right now, how many times have your parents told you not to do something and you didn't believe them until that thing only proved them to be right because they had experience over us, and we don't listen to them because we don't want that experience. We want to experience for ourselves because Allah knows that He's designed us in a way to be practitioners. We all are practitioners, and when you and I understand this, that our mistakes help us grow, that's when you understand the plan of Allah. So hold yourself to expectations, but don't expect too much from yourself because even you could disappoint yourself. You know, sometimes while I'm finishing editing this vlog, sometimes I'm expecting too much of myself, and I expect too much from this YouTube. And to be very honest and blunt with you guys, you know, I don't expect many to watch this because this is not popular programming, you know? I try my best to deliver a good message to you guys, but not many are watching. Maybe some of you guys just don't know about it. But the truth is that I can't expect people to watch this. If this blows up and becomes something, great. But if it doesn't, alhamdulillah as well. When I put expectations in this to work, I am going to be disappointed. That's a recipe for disaster. This could be receiving 1 million views, but if I expect it to receive 1 million views and it doesn't, or I expect to receive a few thousand views and it doesn't, then guess what? I'm gonna be disappointed. But if I expect nothing from this at all, meaning like I don't expect anything to come from this, I'm just posting stuff and maybe people benefit, maybe they don't, and my reward is only expected from Allah, and guess what happens? When a few hundred people or a few thousand people watch it, I'm gonna feel good, like, yo, oh, mashallah, I didn't even expect this to happen. Mashallah, alhamdulillah, that's great. But our number one killer is high expectations, or expectations in general. We need to have like 0 expectations. Doing something for the sake of Allah literally means that you expect nothing but a reward from Allah. Nothing else, no one else. Doing something for the sake of Allah just means that you rely that Allah is going to give you the reward. No one else and nothing else can. And that's the only thing that can only satisfy you. Because think about it. Let's suppose you do something for someone and you expect them to repay you or, thank you for it. Sometimes we do so much for a person that no matter how much they say thank you, they really can't repay us for what we've done for them. Having expectations is normal, and expectations cause disappointment, okay? How many times we go to a restaurant and the food is not what we expect it to be? See, the word expect. When we expect certain things to happen and it doesn't happen, that's what's the biggest cause of our disappointment. You, with the food, alhamdulillah. Sushi. I don't know if you guys are fans of sushi, but I definitely am. I love that sushi. At the end of the day, expectations are meant to be broken. So the more you have expectations, the more you are meant to be broken. The more you expect from people, the more disappointed you will be. Learn to depend only on Allah. But that's a muscle you gotta develop. It's not like you can't develop it. It's a muscle that gotta get developed. Let's talk more about this at Fajr. It's important to manage expectations. Manage your own expectations. Manage the expectations of others. Don't set the expectations to be false for others. Keep the expectations realistic and low for when it comes to people, because people are going to be disappointed. But the way you manage that is by under-promising and over-delivering. I expect nothing from you guys. I genuinely expect nothing from you guys. And before I was contemplating like, why aren't people from my Instagram watching my YouTube videos? And it's new. And I'm not trying to make excuses for myself, but it's new. But I'm like, why aren't they watching it, you know? But I can't expect anything from them at all. I have to manage my expectations that, look, I can't just make 19 Fajr vlogs and all of a sudden be the next big thing on YouTube. Yeah, maybe on my 519th video, I'm just like, hey, why am I still getting 200 views? That might be a problem. But I need to manage my own expectation when it comes to the success of my life. How many of us over here have... I'm sorry, I'm in my car right now. It's freezing. I'm trying to make my way to Fajr. How many of us right now have had broken expectations and where you felt like you were going to get more than what you actually got? That's the problem. We need to make sure that we manage our own expectations and we do right by ourselves. That's one of the reasons we feel hurt. And we just got to be better about that, guys. So maybe I have some more thoughts at the message, but as of right now, that's about it. Jazakallah for watching, guys. That message was just too personal. It was just too personal. I think you all benefited from this. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you send me some love down below so I know that you're benefiting from this. I don't expect you to do it. That's the truth. If I expect you to do it, I'm setting up myself for disappointment. So I'm going to take my own advice and wish you guys the best. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. If you would like to make things easy for me and actually write something below, do it. If not, that's okay too. Love you all for the sake of Allah. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. Time for that sunrise.